This is a Neotropolis News Network special report.
Good evening. The Neotropolis News Network has prepared a special report looking back on the year 2224. The year 2224 was a year of historic events, a year that brought profound changes to our small outpost on Kepler 609c. An explosion at the Promethium factory at the polar cap literally shook the populace and created new tensions in Neotropolis City.
The investigation is ongoing. However, Helix has ruled out any accidents or natural disasters. The current theory is this may have been an act of corporate sabotage or terrorism. Naturally, the resistance is suspected, but so far they have yet to release a statement.
Well, let's go to some live video feed from the refinery. As you can see, there's been extensive damage and the fire is still burning.
Promethium is, of course, one of the most valuable substances in the galaxy, and the main reason a remote planet like Kepler 609c is even populated. As the refinery's owner and the largest holder of Kepler mining claims, Helix Industries was desperate for answers. Questions swirled about the possibility of sabotage by the Resistance, as well as the failure of Endline Solutions Corporation to provide adequate security. Helix Industries' top executive on planet, Victor Wright, was personally shepherding the investigation, and tensions rose between Wright and the top Neotropolis Endline officer, Commander Lanier. In a show of confidence in their investment on Neotropolis, Helix Industries unveiled the Kepler Spire, a very sophisticated and expensive communications array to better connect Neotropolis to the rest of the neighboring systems. Our field reporter, Camilla Devoid, was there for its unveiling.
It's just to allow real-time communication as far as the LEC and improve connection times further out than that. We're just trying to help the people out here at Kepler 609c remain connected.
As soon as plans for the Spire were announced, it became an obvious target for the Kepler Resistance. Endline Solutions, already facing criticism for the perceived security failure of the refinery explosion, pledged to keep the Spire secure from any Resistance efforts. In our exclusive reporting here at N3, we can now bring to light previously unknown facts in the timeline that led to the Spire's activation, subsequent takeover by the Resistance, and everything that followed, from corporate rivalries and repercussions to the notorious attack in the nearby system of Signia Alpha 12.
This is the Signia Resistance. We will no longer accept the tyranny of corporate rule. Wherever you are, whoever you are, you matter. Don't believe any of the corporate lies you hear. Rise up. Resist. We call upon the free people of the Cygnus Federation and all of those who should be free. Join us. Rise up. Fight. We will support you.
That mysterious message went out from the Signia system shortly before the unveiling of the Kepler Spire. From our confidential sources in the Resistance, we can confirm that this message served as a rallying call to many on Kepler who were involved in the local organized resistance movement. They hoped to make contact with the Signia branch of the Resistance by using the Kepler Spire and unite the two movements. Multiple independent contractors were brought in to help construct the Spire. This common practice of Helix spreading out the technical work may have been to silo information so that no outside party had full knowledge of the proprietary technology. But the result was that there were many individuals around Neotropolis with at least some knowledge of potential vulnerabilities, and a cat-and-mouse game began, with members of the Resistance trying to investigate and exploit those vulnerabilities, while Helix operatives attempted to thwart them. Ultimately, despite assurances of its security by both Helix and Endline, the Spire was indeed hacked by the Resistance.
This just in, we are getting reports that the Kepler Spire has been hacked by the Resistance.
We'll get back to you more with this breaking story.
It was a humiliating development for the local Helix office when the Spire was activated and promptly changed over to the green color of the Resistance. This victory for the local Resistance did not go unnoticed on Signia Alpha 12. We have obtained part of a secret transmission that was sent to Kepler's Resistance from Signia.
Congratulations, Resistance of Neotropolis. You have struck a blow for freedom that will be felt for a long time. You've shown the corporations that they are not the only power in this system. We've been waging our own fight in the Cygnus system. Together, with the information we have, we can take down Helix, Endline, and all the other corporations that are keeping us down. Stand by for a transmission soon.
It It is apparent in this broadcast that the Signia resistance leadership was alluding to some important information that could be used against the corporations on Kepler, but that information would never reach our planet. In addition to the messages coming into the resistance, there were others that were taking notice of what was happening on Kepler. For instance, Supreme Vice President Olson, or the top Helix executives in the galaxy, seen here in this earlier PR statement for the corporation.
Profit builds worlds. Profit paves the way to new stars and new lives. Profit means prosperity. Profit means peace. Helix Industries will continue to be a pioneer and partner in deep space progress, and we welcome Neotropolis to our network of connected, civilized worlds.
Olson was already putting pressure on Victor Wright to regain control of the Spire immediately. Our sources have provided us with a portion of a transmission that was placed to Wright directly from Olson himself.
Is the situation under control? It was a yes or no question. Is the situation under control? I missed a meeting to make this transmission. I don't like to miss meetings.
And what of Endline? Despite their public role in providing security on Kepler for Helix's interests, our reporting has turned up a deeper picture of their real interests in the Spire and the events that unfolded. In this exclusive, we have obtained a portion of a secret transmission made from Endline's home office on Triton directly to Commander Lanier on Kepler.
Hello, Lanier. The board has reviewed your proposal. We'd like you to proceed immediately. As you know, the Signia resistance has been a problem for some time. Glad to have you on the team. Report when you have more information.
We now know that Endline enabled the Resistance to hack the Kepler Spire, but it is unclear if any of the Resistance were even aware of Endline's assistance. In fact, in deep background interviews with Endline rank and file on Neotropolis, it seems that most of the Endline operatives were unaware just how deep this duplicity went, at least for a time. It didn't take long for Helix Industries to suspect and then become convinced that Endline had indeed betrayed their partnership.
We have now received an official statement from the Helix representative here on Kepler 609c, Victor Wright. This is in regards to the recent allegations that the Endline Solutions company was actually involved with the hacking of the Kepler Spire in coordination, if not collusion, with the Resistance. The statement from Helix reads as follows. With the destruction of the Refinery, as well as the recent hack of the communication spire, we see that Endline Solutions cannot be trusted. They are trying to destabilize Neotropolis. Helix is Neotropolis's infrastructure, and as such, Helix is severing business relations with Endline, bringing those responsible to justice, and working to prevent similar threats in the future. Strong stuff.
Groundbreaking news. Mr. Wright.
Yes?
Do you have any commentary about what happened at the Prometheum Refinery?
Oh, of course. After a number of our highly engaged Helix operatives have done a number of different research operations for us, we've determined that the source of the explosion at the North Pole Prometheum Refinery was no other than Endline Solutions. They claimed at first that it was the local Resistance, but then switched that story to the Cygnus Resistance. And for them to target such a small location on such a distant planet from another star is highly outrageous. Everything we've seen since then has pointed the finger back to our sadly chosen security force. We look forward to rebuilding the Prometheum Refinery and reinstituting all those jobs that have been lost due to the downtime. We're so happy to hear that no Helix employees at the location were harmed due to the timing of a drill that removed them from the facility, which also speaks to the suspicious nature of the crime.
By this time, it had also become clear that not only was Endline responsible for the earlier explosion at the refinery, but the single casualty in that explosion was, in fact, a Helix employee secretly working for the Resistance. What's worse, he had a romantic involvement with a senior Helix executive on Kepler. Whether she was aware of his involvement with the Resistance is unclear. With Endline and Helix now at odds on Neotropolis, it would seem that the Resistance would welcome the chaos among the planet's powers that be. But any of their schadenfreude would be short-lived. The Resistance did indeed take advantage of their control of the Kepler Spire to reach out to their hopeful allies on Signia Alpha 12. In doing so, they played right into the hands of the higher-ups at Endline, who had been searching for the Signia Resistance for some time, and they were able to trace the signal straight to their secret base, with attack ships at the ready.
We are the Signia Resistance, and we don't have much time. We are putting this call out on all open channels. We know that our signal can be tracked, but it doesn't matter now. Our location has been discovered, and an attack is inbound as we speak. Neotropolis Resistance, if you are listening, we will send you vital information. Keep channels open. We are transmitting now. We just need time to... It's too late.
A massive attack on Signia Alpha 12, all legal per the Galactic Terrorism Act of 2193, but some have questioned the validity of the target and the resulting loss of life. A spontaneous protest even erupted in Mega Block 1 on Neotropolis shortly after the Signia attack.
I'm Camilla DeVoid, live at the scene where there is a protest happening at Endline Solutions.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Endline has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Endline has got to go!
What do you have to say about this?
I just want the facts. I just want to do our best to get everyone on communication with the table.
I see. Well, they will keep protesting, and who knows if something is going to happen at some point because Endline is going to have to respond.
Nevertheless, Endline leadership on Triton celebrated the victory, and many in the galaxy celebrated with them, feeling it was justified. Surprisingly, Commander Lanier of Endline was not among them. According to sources, she was distraught over the attack, having been kept in the dark as to Endline's true intentions to attack without warning and leave no survivors. Lanier tendered her resignation from Endline shortly after the attack, and her whereabouts are currently unknown. As for the Resistance on Kepler, they were simply in shock. After achieving the notable victory hacking Helix's spire, they were suddenly betrayed and their strongest ally in the system seemingly wiped out. Helix did recover their control of the Kepler Spire, but for Victor Wright, that may have come too late. In a rare appearance for a senior Helix executive this far out in the galactic rim, Supreme Vice President R.B. Olson made a personal visit.
Hi, I'm Camilla DeVoid here with the Neotropolis News. We just got the scoop of a lifetime and... Wait a minute. I think they're coming now.
Supreme Vice President. Ah, Victor. Supreme Vice President. Great to see you. Lovely as always. It's time for you to return to Ganymede for your performance review. Right? Won't you come with me?
Ladies and gentlemen of Neotropolis, Camilla DeVoid on the scene. We just witnessed Victor Wright get carted away by the Supreme Vice President of Helix Industries. What does this mean for management? Could this be a change in Helix Industries? And what does it mean for stockbrokers? Stay tuned as we see some big changes happening at Neotropolis.
We should note that so-called performance reviews on Helix's home planet of Ganymede are notorious. Our news division has never been able to gather reliable information on what occurs in those reviews, and due to corporate privacy statutes, we probably never will. All we know is that those employees are rarely seen again. Our thoughts and perhaps our condolences are with whatever family Victor Wright may have, and with his close personal co-workers and beloved shareholders. Two major organizations of Neotropolis, Helix and Endline, were both left with a seeming vacuum of leadership. But it wouldn't end there. The Resistance headquarters, hidden behind an unassuming pachinko and pizza parlor within Mega Block 1, was discovered, raided, and destroyed. The Resistance leader known as Preacher was arrested, his status and location of incarceration unknown. Another leader of the Resistance, known as Codex, is currently missing.
Perhaps on the run, perhaps in a secret prison, perhaps deceased. How many of the Resistance escaped arrest? And where are they currently based out of? It's unknown. We will continue to investigate. And so we ended the year that was 2224. Still appreciating the prosperity and freedom that we continue to enjoy here on Kepler 609c and in the city of Neotropolis, but with perhaps a more cautious eye to the future. This reporter wonders just how much longer we can keep the wider universe at arm's length and try to continue a way of life apart from all the darkness that seems to seep into the other systems in this galaxy. exposing the cracks in their facade of civilization. I, for one, choose freedom and opportunity. And truth. And we'll keep bringing you the truth here at Neotropolis News Network. Good night. I'm JJ Balthazar. You know, if we don't win an award for this one, there's no justice, am I right?